somebody who has killed many people.
I don't understand. What is the government waiting for in this matter? What are they?
So if we have a country where my problem with Nnamdi Kanu is the drama he brings to play, who have kidnapped people, who have collected ransom, who have maimed people, who have turned Nigerians into living in IDP camps, and you say they have repented, and you forgive them, and you absorb them. So why is Nnamdi case different?
Please hold on to me that little favor by clicking the subscribe button. That's the only way you can encourage and support us. Encourage and support us by clicking the subscribe button. Like, share, drop opinion at the comment section. Your opinion is really needed. Reason why you need to click the subscribe button, so that we'll be giving you updates of every single thing that is going on in Nigeria and also in Biafra land. A lot of things are going wrong in this country right now. We really need to speak up. Biafras really need to speak up and stand on their feet, because if we allow what is going on to happen now, it will choke everybody. So right now we really need to speak up, and please keep on sharing this video right now. A lot of things are going wrong, so listen to what these brothers have to say, because the truth must be said. Because if the truth is not being said, Nigeria will not learn their lessons, and Biafras will not take it serious. So let's just take this video serious and share to everyone on every social media platform. Thank you.
Yes.
Well, I would start by saying that my problem with Nnamdi Kanu is the drama he brings to play.
Understand. What is the government waiting for in this matter? What are they
even be doing that? Is it constitutional right for us to take that route, for us to achieve
anyhow you can achieve peace? That's what we are doing now. If not, from what the court have said, nobody need to talk to anybody to do the needful.
Okay, Prince Chilak, I want to have your reaction to that question that I asked. Especially, I want you also to factor, to consider the fact that a lot of people have said, look, a certain group of political elites, be they governors or senators or whoever, the political elites, people, office holders in Igbo land, that are the ones behind the continuous incarceration of Nnamdi. Because according to those sources, according to people that allege, they say that, look, if Nnamdi comes out, he is going to impact negatively on their political status, ambition, and all of that. 2027 is on the table, governorship is on the table, and all of that. And recall too that a certain governor, Chukwu Masoludo, in fact, says, look, the release of Nnamdi Kanu is not going to thaw the tension in the southeast. I want to have your broad reaction to all of this.
Before I react to that, we need to be able to identify where this whole agitation starts from, and where we've gotten to this point where we are now. I've always maintained that the Igbo leaders are culpable with everything that has happened in the southeast and with what Nnamdi Kanu is presently going through. And I'll tell you why. There wouldn't have been need for this agitation if our so-called leaders in the southeast, the governors, the senators, were doing the right thing. I am from the southeast. I am ashamed of my governors, every one of them. I am ashamed at the level of lack of development in the southeast. So when we begin to talk of agitation, I have always said before now that agitating to hold the federal government responsible is one thing, but let us bring it home. Let us hold our governors accountable, because they are receiving funds every month and the people are not seeing what these funds are being used for. So that is where the problem is. Now, taking it further, have they done enough? Are they doing enough? I will say no. We are in Nigeria, you and I. We have seen how, when it comes to the north, trying to get their person out, we've seen how they go about it. Not violently, but we have seen the kind of people that come out to speak. And they don't stop speaking until they achieve something. Bringing it to the southwest, we've seen it severally, where the leaders in the southwest have come together as a bloc, and then they galvanize their people to say, this is what we want. How many people in the southeast are doing it? How many? Your governors are not interested, because your governors are saying one thing here, they're doing another thing on the other side. If the governors, as we claim, have come together to say they want Nnamdi Kanu to be released, why would another governor come out to say releasing him will not be a solution? Does it not show you that the house is divided? I've always said that Senator Abaribe has been talking, but has he ever raised the issue of the release of Nnamdi Kanu on the floor of the Senate? What are we talking about? It's not for you to call a press conference after plenaries. Put it out there. No, he has never. I have never heard him talk about it on the floor of the Senate. He only talks about it after President. So we need to know what we want. Our leaders in the Southeast have continued to disappoint us. Let us put it the way it is. And I believe they can do better. I believe they can galvanize if they are ready to speak with one voice, to appeal to God. See, the issue of Nnamdi Kanu right now has gone beyond judicial issue. Let us look at a political solution to it.
Now, talking about looking at a political solution to it, what impact does the prescription of IPOB affirmed by the Supreme Court just the other day have? What impact would he have on his case? Looking at a political solution to it.
Well,
let's measure that side by side.
What I see playing out is give a dog a bad name to kill it, and that's what this government is doing. Because we know that it's only in Nigeria you have proscribed IPOB. Nobody in the international community has called IPOB a terrorist group. So the whole idea is, okay, if they can, like the Supreme Court has said, is a terrorist group, the leader of that group, obvious, is a terrorist. That is what they're trying to do. So for me, I do not subscribe to that. But I'll say this, whether the Supreme Court has said this or not, Nnamdi Kanu's case should be treated as a purely political case with a political solution.
All right,
if every now and then we accept that, you saw what played out in is it Kaduna State, okay, where the government was holding meeting with bandits and terrorists, and they were all, showcasing brandizing their gun and all of that, and nobody got arrested. Have you seen Nnamdi Kanu with a gun or even a knife? So if we have a country where you can look at somebody who has killed many people, who have kidnapped people, who have collected ransom, who have maimed people, who have turned Nigerians into living in IDP camps, and you say they have repented, and you forgive them, and you accept them. So why is Nnamdi case different? Okay. Is it because he's agitated? Is it because of the word Biafra is coming out? We need to know.
It's interesting to know that even today, the defense headquarters made us understand that 800 surrendered Boko Haram terrorists who are repentant are passing through the de-radicalization process. And, after that, next thing we'll hear is they've been reintegrated back into the society. These are terrorist group members, and they say they are repented.
No, the funny thing, we know how this whole kidnapping thing started, especially in Lagos with Evans, the kidnapper. Now Evans is telling everybody through his lawyers that he has repented. In other words, he could be freed anytime, because that is the kind of judicial system we are applying in this country. And I keep saying, forgive and forget. Nobody's talking about the bruises. Nobody's talking about the pains. Nobody's talking about the sufferings. So how do we want to say there's going to be justice and peace when injustice has overclouded our sense of judgment?
Interesting one. That's a very, very heavy question there. How are we going to, make this whole thing? I wish that we can just sleep and wake up and find out that everything is working the way it should work. Now, Barrister Darlington, you were saying something earlier. I said that the case have not even begun, that the trial processes of Nnamdi Kanu have not started. And now with this indefinite adjournment of this case, where lies his fate? Is it that it's going to spend more time? What is really happening? What does this indefinite adjournment portend?
You see, when we are talking of tribal sentiments, one of the things that destroy a country is tribal and ethnic and religious sentiment in a very serious national issue. You and I know very well that if Tinubu have not come to power, Sunday Igbo and Shawore wouldn't have been released, because it was when he came into power, I think a month after that this thing happened. Is that not true? When Buhari was in power, of course, his kinsmen, they were having a free day. Whatever they are doing, nobody bothers and all that. Dasuki has been released. Bawa has been released. Even this other guy, Al-Mustafa. So, what's it? Wadume. Just to name them. It's like when my man is in power, in like having Abraham in heaven, so you can't go to hell. So this type of thing is causing problem. It started since independence. That is why people are not happy with this amalgamation. We never see ourselves as one. Everything is tended towards religion, ethnic and tribal sentiment. Everything we do in Nigeria today. Is that how we are going to?
It's quite an unfortunate one.
It's very unfortunate, seriously. I don't know why people are not looking at it. Everything has to be, where did he come from? Which religion? Which, you know? And that thing has made Nigeria not to move forward. Are you telling me that if an Igbo man were in power today, Nnamdi Kanu will still be in detention?
That speaks to a larger problem.
That's
that speaks
problem.
to a bigger problem of division within Nigeria.
I don't know.
Barrister, help us understand the clamor for the case to be taken to the southeast.
Yeah.
What impact do you think that will have?
Because the man felt that he's been victimized in Abuja. And the get condition, no. He didn't say that the case must be taken to Abuja. No, he said if there is no other judge in Abuja that can take over his case, then let them take it to the southeast. I mean, is that not a very fair judgment of his matter? He didn't see that no, he cannot be tried in Abuja. He didn't say so. He only said if there is no other judge, then take it to the southeast. And I mean, anybody
now going by what's been happening in the southeast, the seat at home, the unrest that has followed the seat at home. Do you think government would want to consider taking his case to the southeast?
In fact,
do you think that might create a larger problem?
The government will not consider because any day they cut the matter is coming up. They starting will be shut down. There won't be any space for people in court, even outside. If that matter is taken to the southeast, the particular state where this matter is to be tried, everybody on their own, no, not that everybody is going to induce them. They will shut down that state for that day.
Barrister, do you think that
the security station,
do you think that the federal government will care more for the safety of Nnamdi Kanu being tried in the southeast, or south is being shut down? I mean, the southeast has been shut down every month for the past 3 years, and the federal government never blinked an eye. I mean, the attitude is like, if you like, stay at home, that's your business.
The thing is that even in Abuja where he's being tried, I don't think his life is being threatened though.
No, that's what I'm saying. Do you think that the government will be more interested in his safety and will not take him to the southeast for trial, or because, according to you, the southeast will be shut down? I mean, the southeast has been on lockdown every month for the past 3 years.
The thing is that the federal government have to consider two factors here. One, the security situation that may arise. Because definitely people will clamor, people will surge into the court and all that.
Okay, so they'll fear more for his safety.
Exactly. And the security agencies may not handle the crowd. Okay. That is one.
So it's essentially about the safety of Nnamdi. Exactly. They want him alive, not because the southeast will be shut down.
Good. So, and even where he is now, Nnamdi Kanu has now told us that his life is being threatened. Okay. From what he did in court yesterday, he doesn't look like a sick man or somebody who is having health challenges.
Ms. Francis,
he was so vocal and all that.
Do you share the same view?
So what I think is that the federal government should not even think, even I won't even like it.
Okay,
I won't even like it. I won't.
Prince Francis.
Well, for me, it doesn't matter where the case is tried. For me, it's the fact that he's saying he doesn't want a particular judge. And in your constitution, your 1999 constitution, he has a right to do that. And I think the right thing to do right now is to say, okay, if he doesn't agree, I mean, you can't tell me there are no other judges in the federal capital that can take care of this case, except people are scared, or except that they are seeing something that we're not seeing. They're trying to avoid something that, like I said, maybe everybody just feels that this case, there is no case.
Okay, I think too. I think we need to clarify something. I hope I'm just correct, because he wasn't particular about South. He said the former Eastern region. It could be Port Harcourt, it could be Cross River, it could be Calabar, it could be Uyo, it could even be Bayelsa or Yenagoa. I think that was the former Eastern region. The bottom line of what he's saying is that he doesn't want Iyako as the judge of his case. Period. So anywhere you feel that you have a judge that can take it, if you have somebody in Abuja, fine and good. If not, any other place, including the Southwest. Including the Southwest.
When you are angry,
I was just referencing his words. Former Eastern region.
No, that thing does not. It doesn't need to come up because the states have moved on. The regions have moved on. You can't go back. There is nothing like former Eastern region where you bring South. South was under former Eastern region.
Exactly the point.
He was saying it, but maybe out of anger, whatever.
No, I don't think he said it out of that.
I
know where. No, let us be sincere. I know where he's going. What he's trying to tell you is that his agitation for Biafra is still there. That is what he's. He's trying to tell you that those are Biafra region, whether you like it or not. Let us not run from it.
You cannot even pursue that. until Biafra become reality. Even the South people, ordinary Ohanes Igbo that they gave the chairman to somebody from River. Look at the hoopla is causing. So you cannot force the people of the South into Southeast as of today.
I totally agree. But I think we are miscontextualizing the whole thing that I said, or what Nnamdi said. Nnamdi is not trying to recreate the Eastern region. He said, if you can't try me if you can't find another judge in Abuja, take me to any part of the former Eastern region.
No. You can't say that. It's not. There is nothing like that now, as of today. He may have said it.
But is there no former Eastern region?
There is.
That's the point.
Yes, there is.
He's not trying to recreate it. He said, take me to any of the place in the former. He didn't say take me to Eastern region. He
there
said
is
former.
nothing like former, because the former Eastern region included South and Southeast. Other what we're operating today, as of today, that is the nomenclature.
All right then.
So if you are saying former, where is that former Eastern region? Where is it today? Where is it? You can't name them now. You can't.
All right then. Well,
With what is going on in the court case right now, you will see that Nigeria is unable to defend itself. Please hold on, do me that notifier by clicking the subscribe button. That's the only way you can encourage and support us. Share to everyone on every social media platform. Click the subscribe button so that we'll be giving you updates of every single thing that is going on in Nigeria and also in Biafra land. Now, if you look at what is going on in the courtroom now, you will see that Nigeria is full of lies. Nigeria is full of unable to defend themselves, and poor knowledge of the law is also affecting them. According to what Nnamdi Kanu said, it is very, very obvious and it's very, very clear to everyone that these people are not really serious to make sure Nnamdi Kanu is being released. I think it's hard time for Biafra to take the bull by its horn, because if we keep on waiting for judiciary to do the right thing, I don't think they are ready to do the right thing, because they have been detaining someone that doesn't have any. In fact, judiciary have already released him and said that there is no point of detaining this man, and still yet another person pick up the this thing. Should I pick up the file and start saying be giving charges of terrorism? How does it look like terrorism? So it's a shameful thing. No matter what everything or Nigeria do to make sure Biafra doesn't come, it must come, because I could remember in the Bible, the children of Israelites have suffered a lot of years, spent a lot of years, but there was a time God allowed them to go. So this is the time for Biafra to go. So I believe that no matter how they try to push or sabotage the movement, someone that will take up the cause and make sure Biafra. When Nnamdi Kanu was being detained, I said to someone on my channel that look at what is going on, and the Nigeria might think that they have already won the case of silencing the Igbos. Immediately, Samane Ekpa came out, and I told someone that another person will just come out. And as Samane Ekpa is pushing up, you will see that if you look at what is going on, you will see that a lot of people are pushing the agenda of Biafra. People that have not been seen, people that are seen too. So a lot of things are going on. So no matter how government try to do, it's just that they are wasting their resources. So one of the man of God said that if Nigeria want to be successful, let them acknowledge and free Biafra. Yes, according to Nnamdi Kanu, he said that we will give them goods, we will give them things, anything that they want, we will give them. So it's not a criteria of leave them. The country is not conducive enough for business to thrive. Yes, now if you look at the government of the day, they are not doing the right thing. I didn't mean that they are doing the right thing, or I didn't mean that they are pushing the right agenda. By now, Biafra would have been, Nigeria would have been a big and economical hub for every business to thrive. So it's a shameful thing. Well, I will not just dwell much. You all have already seen. Please drop your opinion in the comment section. Don't forget to share to everyone on every social media platform. Don't forget to share your own thoughts with what is going on, and don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click the subscribe. Drop your opinion at the comment section. Thank you so much.